America, this once proud country, which proclaimed so loudly and proudly that she was one nation under God. But now America can no longer even tolerate the mention of his name outside of the church. Sin and moral failure has spilled out of the lives of those of us who are called to be shepherds. Pedophilia, molestation, and adultery is proliferating the land with birthplace. Confessed homosexual voted into the episcopacy, and now financial mismanagement all throughout the church, and yet the world shakes. There is a shaking going on. The result is empty pews that once were filled, shrinking resources, and denominations who were stuck in their old traditional dogmas, despite its obvious decline. Holding on to the old ways with all their might, dying a slow but sure death. We have to be blind if we cannot see that we are losing an entire generation. And now we are on one, just listen to me, we are one life cycle away from becoming a country with no God consciousness of its creator. Oh, this shaking is not just occurring in the world, but there is a shaking going on in our lives. Yeah, just because you and I proclaim that we believe in God does not exclude us from the shaking. This scripture clearly says everything that has been created will be shaken. I heard one of the young Japanese men who was part of the tsunami say he had a wonderful life, and in one moment, everything was gone. We are all, listen to me, we are all just one moment away from a shaking. We are just one